Hi guys, I'm here with Dante Oliveira. He's a 3-time champion of the NGPC series. We're here at round 4. He started the year off with the 3rd, 2nd, and the 1st. Dante, what's it gonna take to be on that top step tomorrow in the pro race?
Consistency and a good start. With the ridges being a little narrow, it's going to be hard to pass, so just a good start and clean air and just charging the whole time. It's a long hour and a half, anything can happen, so a smooth pit job and a strong ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this course, it's a little bit longer. There's a lot of versatility out there. Tell us a little bit about this course compared to the other ones.
We're at Glen Helen. They got a bunch of hills, a bunch of elevation change. There's options to run a couple creeks, and the ridges. There's a little more elevation than usual and some technical creeks. So that's cool. We get to run the creeks in the iconic motocross track. I'm stoked that the weather came in and kept the dust away, so the dirt's epic. The battling should be awesome. Everybody's going to be able to go full send tomorrow if this rain stays away, so no excuses, and let's go racing.
I'm here with JCR's Ryan Surratt. Ryan, you started the year off really hot. 1, 2, little 6 at Blythe. Take us through the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, you know, the first round started off great with the mud rid and got first there, and I love those conditions. And the second race had not the greatest start and made a lot of passes on a pretty hard track to pass on, and I moved my way up to second, and I was really pumped with that one. And then the third round at Blythe, I felt good on Saturday, and then Sunday had some stomach issues, and I think I would have been good, but we had a pretty long delay happen before the race, and I think if we would have started on time, I think I would have made it through, but that one set me back a little bit. But we made it to the end, and now we're here at Glen Helen, and I'm pumped to race this one.
Pumped to race one. Yeah, the biggest thing here with the series is Glen Helen seems to always be the most versatile race. Tell us a little bit how you feel about this track and how they've laid it out.
Yeah, you know, Glen Helen's a little bit different, and I've always liked this place. Grown up racing here, I've done 24-hour, all that, so I've rode these hills quite a bit. I feel like I know them fairly well, and I feel like I can go pretty fast on them. And the track this weekend's pretty tight, and there's a lot of turns and ups and downhills and more of my style, so I think this one's going to be fun.
We're here with Cole Martinez, SOR Honda. Cole, I got to say, man, the weather blessed us with a great weekend. How's the course out there here at Glen Helen?
Oh man, the Prairie Dogs got us a pretty badass course for the round 4 or 5. What are we, 4?
4 rounds in, yeah.
Yeah, we're going into, wow, the year's flown by. Yeah, round 4, the course is pretty sweet, and we got a lot of technical, it's really technical actually. You got to be on point and make sure you can hit your marks, and you're gonna have to be smart for sure.
Yeah, Cole, last round at Blythe, man, you ran up front almost more than half the race. You got second, but it's got to feel good. You started off the year with the 4th, the 3rd, and now a 2nd. What's it gonna be to get you to that top step tomorrow?
Good start, smart, stay out front, and try and put a gap on them. Obviously, it kind of just goes. You got to play it as you go. You know, the track's technical. We got lappers. Lappers are going to be a big part this week. This race especially. Yeah, it's just going to be smart and get out front early and try and make it happen. I think the race will be as fast as it was at Blythe. Just being the terrain, that Mother Nature has blessed us with a beautiful weekend, like you said, and yeah, I think we're in for a good race.
Well, it hasn't been exactly as planned. We definitely put a lot of work in the off season, and coming into the start of the season, it's been a little bit rough. You know, the first couple races kind of working into the play. We're with a new bike, and I think it's more of me just getting kind of comfortable with the whole program and just fine-tuning a couple things, you know, so I don't really feel like there's a whole lot that's going wrong. It's just kind of making sure everything's are knocked off. You know, the competition's staying consistent and it's stout. You know, the tracks are, you know, it's got its challenges to it, so you know, just kind of dialing some things in and kind of getting the year kicked off. So I mean, it hasn't been exactly where I'd like it to be, but we're looking forward to the future and just kind of mid and on from here. This is like one of those tracks that you get to, I don't know, it's like a dream track of just where the track is taking us up into the mountains, having just the variety of everything. This time we're not using the truck track side of things, so it changes things up a little bit. I know up on top of the hill and just the moto track, like it seems to keep it a little bit more condensed, a little bit tighter racing, using the moto track, and up in the hills, that stuff's pretty new to me because I haven't spent a ton of time racing that stuff, but it's definitely wicked. You don't want to make a mistake. I had a little mistake, you know, in practice, but you know, it's one of those things that happens, learning the track and kind of feeling it out and finding those lines and really learning it.
From National Hare and Hounds to NGPC is quite a little bit difference between the terrain and like the intensity. Hare and Hounds, you ride it differently, and so intensity is different there. But then you come here and everyone is wide open the whole time and heart rates just skyrocket. So it's just intensity is kind of the difference. And the Hare and Hound's more technical and rocky, but the NGPC is definitely a sprint. I had a bulging disc issue going on, but for the first round I had to skip, and the second round it bothered me a little bit. Then the third there was no excuse, but then this one there shouldn't be no problem with my back. For the new bike for this year, it's a new chassis. I just been trying to get as much seat time on it as possible so I can understand the chassis better.
We'll look forward to the pro race. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're here with Cade Walker. He's in the Pro 250 class. You know, he's new to this series, and he's already found himself a new home with SLR Honda. Cade, what's it like with just showing up and jumping on the Honda?
Oh, it's awesome. I love the Honda. I mean, the team and the atmosphere around, being teammates with Cole again, and just the other people, talent on the team, and all the mechanics, it just fits right in, and I feel at home, so it's comfortable right from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. Your story is really cool. I know your story and kind of where you came from. What's it like? This is a dream for you to be here racing in the United States. I know you've said that a few times. You're racing NGPC, and you've asserted yourself right into this championship hunt.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I spent 10 years in Europe, and I spent a lot of days in the dark, by myself, thinking about, the possibility of being here at Glen Helen. Honestly, one of my favorite tracks ever, and just to be back every day. I wake up every day just happy and ready to do work. I stay hungry every day, and I'm here just to do what I do. And this team gave me the opportunity to be able to do that, and that's just what I'm going to do. Keep doing what I'm doing and keep my head down.
All right, guys, I'm here with Michaela Nielsen. She's our points leader right now in the women's pro class. Michaela, what's it like jumping up to the pro class? You've grown up in this series, and now you're in the pro class and you're leading the series.
It's definitely an experience. I was super excited to move up to the pro class. I didn't know what to expect coming in with Brandy, and then unfortunately she got hurt. So I just been trying to take advantage of the time, and I got it done last week. So I hope we get it done this weekend too.
She's used to the 45-minute motos. That's what she was doing in the last previous years. Now you're stepping up to the hour and a half. Tell us a little bit, what's it like, that extra endurance, and how the course breaks down compared to the 45-minute races?
It's definitely a mental game, just to try to get through the hour like a normal race, and then just a few laps after that. But it's definitely challenging this year. I've just been trying to keep up with endurance and cardio, and because I do water polo in my high school, so my swimming keeps up with that. And so, yeah, I definitely struggled a little bit in my first race, but I think we're catching up now.
Yeah, you guys heard that right. She's still in high school. She's leading the pro women's class. You're 4 rounds in. You got a few more rounds left for the year, but how's that going to help you throughout the year? What are you looking for in the long term is what I'm asking.
I'm looking forward to move up, maybe do a few years in women and then try for 252. So I don't know, we'll see. Just going with the flow right now.
The Glen Helen layout this year is super cool. I really like it. I like what the Prairie Dogs did, how everything's mostly just the ridges and we don't really have a lot. I mean, it's still super fast, but usually there's a lot more fast stuff out on the truck track and of course like the main straightaway that everybody's used to. But yeah. I really like the layout. It's definitely something different, and I feel like it definitely levels the playing field for everyone, since, like I said, it's something that they've never done before. And even though since a lot of people live in SoCal, so I feel like I said, it levels the playing field a lot more, so I really like it. My results this year have been basically very similar to last year. Of course, with Brandy out right now, I really want to get a win and, kind of get back more towards the points lead. Of course, I believe I'm in second now because obviously Brandy's missed a race, but I mean, I definitely like having KK in the class now. Like I said, it's obviously it sucks that Brandy's out, but it's still kind of not. I wouldn't say fills her spot, but you know, it adds another person there, so you're not just kind of by yourself like in the races, and it has someone adds someone to battle with. So definitely want to start doing better. So like, you know, second places aren't really my favorite spot since, you know, I'm used to that when Brandy's around. So definitely want to get back to the top, but second's obviously not bad either.